Hello, ladies and gentlemen and others. Hey, I actually appeared in time. My name is EduTheVODS. Welcome back. Hey, something cracked? I don't know where. But anyways, hello, ladies and gentlemen and others. My name is EduTheVODS. Welcome back to another stream. How you doing, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day today. So a lot of things happened in the weekend while I did the stream, and I won't be able to talk about it of everything, but you know, it's fine. Either way, after this, I know I'm not even finish Escoffier quest today. If I finish it tomorrow, no, Thursday, then on Friday we can talk about all the stuff that happened, like the secret of the mimic stuff. What else? The collab, which we cannot talk about it. I don't remember. I mean, mainly the thing is secret of the mimic. Because well, Delta Rune. Well, yeah, the update to the sweepstakes also happened. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, maybe I remember there's more to talk. I don't know. Well, actually, yes, I want to go through this very quickly too. Why is this only on pause? Like, could we just deactivate it fully? Ugh, well, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but like right now, it doesn't matter. Anyways, let me just about chat. I don't know if you heard it. Okay, so you can hear it. Nice. But anyways, we'll be playing Genshin. We're gonna be doing the Escoffier quest. We're gonna be Escoffiering all over the place. It's funny how, because of this new mechanic that they added, that if you do a character quest, they'll give you some materials to level them up, including boss materials. But I will finish building them before I begin to start a quest. Rare, I think it's a rare thing that I actually finished them on time. Like, well, before I level them up. So yeah, let me just boot up Genshin, which I haven't, which also that requires me to put up Steam. It's annoying. But anyways, and meanwhile, also, fuck, yeah. They, in this official Steam page of... There you go. This official Steam page of 5 Laps of Freddy's, or also was some was called it Flaps. They changed the year of release to next year, 2026. So we are not getting that game this year, unfortunately. In theory, there is something that Clicky mentioned, that we might get a new demo. Now, how true it is, I don't know. But apparently we are getting a new demo this year. We have updates, but like, this is important to do now? Nah, I can wait for another time. But yeah. In theory, we are getting a new demo this year. I hope it's a better, more defined, like finished game. I mean, probably not, because they're delayed to next year. But at least it's a demo that I can say that yes, this is going to do well. So my theories is why it got delayed. One, they actually want to do more with the game. Two, it requires more time to finish. Three, the meme, not really, but three, it wasn't close to be done. Maybe there was more complication with the books and stuff. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Development hell, or the one that I believe, this second. I think the most obvious one is that they want to add more stuff. But I really believe that probably has to do with the multiplayer online. They noticed that people really want the multiplayer online, so they were like, okay, fine, we are adding it. It's so stupid that they never like considered to add the multiplayer line to the game. Or well, I mean, we don't even know if that's going to happen actually. I hope it does, because it doesn't really make sense to release a racing game with no multiplayer on top. Well, multiplayer online, because there's local and even split screen. But we'll see. I hope the delay is because, or reasons of the delay is because of that. They haven't mentioned anything about the delay. They just did it. Like, they went and they did it. But yeah, we are here. I'm increasing the in-game volume. As always, I lower down here. Oh yeah, there's a redeem code available. I'm guessing this is from a sponsor. No, wait, not. It was like IFA versus Aurora or something like that. The code, so I don't think that's an sponsor thing. It's just a random thing that they did, but I didn't notice. Oh yeah, also they announced the last two characters. That was pretty obviously. We know who they were coming. Dahlia and Skirk. Finally, we're getting Skirk. And that one Twitter account, Daily Dahlia, is finally happy. So it just left us with 5.8 with no new characters. We are not getting new characters for 5.8. Interesting. Also, I think I forgot to record. No, never mind. I don't know why, but the game runs is really way better than usual when streaming. But yeah. What a great day to know that. Well, should I? No, wait, no, I don't want to craft this. I want to farm for Parusan's materials. You know, I'm just gonna do one fight, at least to not get fully replenished when I get back to play the game. Where's the boss? It was down here, right? Yes. So yeah, it's pretty exciting that we're finally getting Skirk. It was a lot more quicker than I expected, to be honest. Like the super important characters, lore characters doesn't really get to like their spotlight so soon. Because it's been like almost 2 years since we saw, not almost that much, but like at least 1.5 years maybe since we saw Skirk, and since then we got nothing from her. But it's exciting, and also she like got a little redesign. I don't know why, but it's still good. I think I like more the first we saw in the after fighting the whale. But I like the design. Yeah, this is kinda I kinda expected TBH, but meh. I don't know. Well, not really, but also like this area for some reason reduces my frames. I mean, when I'm not streaming, so it's kind of like, huh?
There is no escape.
Bum, bum.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
But yeah.
Strike a pose. Let mine aim go in soft. Barbados, guide us. Shine down. Pawn to oblivion.
Okay, from saying this reminds me of something funny. There we go. Also, did I hear something? Just, you know what, just in case. I'm be alternating. Oh hey! Rare for material! Like, 4 boss pieces. Let's go! Speaking of Skirk. Llama. Okay. What a weird coincidence. That was quick also. Well, don't worry about what I'm talking about. Because now we have Escoffier. But before we do that, I know there's a new event and I want to see if I can get to focus mode. Yes! Oh, just because I need boss battle there. Sure, whatever, here. Okay, so now can I activate focus mode so we don't suffer? Enable. There. There we go. Alright. Also, the next video is going to be the recent Mondstadt quest. I don't know at this point I'm gonna do every event that I've been doing lately. Because I mean the Inazuma one is going to be kinda difficult with the beginning. But like the other ones are kinda like behind schedule. But I don't know at this point it's worth it to do it. Because either way, if you guys want to watch these events and stuff, like there's a watch channel for that, in case they never end up in the main channel. But yeah, just well, at least I can tell you that the Mondstadt quest is coming to the channel. Well, at least that's something. What else did I say? Yeah, that 7 was the lantern, right? Huh. That's like the drift is getting worse in this controller now with the left stick. Kind of like a really slow accelerating drift. It's annoying.
Is that Davia over there?
I don't see her.
It's been a while. Let's go say hi.
Hey, there she is. She's not gonna be voiced, right? She. What was the last? At the last time she appeared, I have to voice her, like, right? Hello, traveler. And that will be my voice for her. Navia, comadre!
What you up to? Shh.
Okay, she's voiced. Nice. Why the secrecy?
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
Before that, I'm gonna increase the volume a little bit because, well, anything I noticed that the volume was kinda low, so yeah, I think around here is gonna be good enough. Since I'm using the same voice, well, audio channel for everything I stream on screen, it's kinda difficult. All right, let's proceed.
It was an accident.
I'm
It was
sorry,
just an
did you hear
accident.
me asking for excuses?
No, I'll do better, I promise. Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack.
Paimon.
You gotta at least hear her out. Wait.
Paimon's stupid.
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me?
Uh-oh.
Wait a sec.
Paimon, yours?
Davia? So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
I hope the child doesn't say sorry for her. I don't really want that anymore. Please stop.
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Huh?
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Overworked? I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Fermon can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Monica, back inside, now!
Huh? But you said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you!
Okay, she's
Come on,
stupid.
we have work to do!
Don't return.
Wow,
Let's kill her with hammers.
horrible person!
Oh, shut up, Paimon.
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again.
Yeah, don't say sorry. Paimon just decided to do stuff again with a... So, who was that?
Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days.
Damn.
And he can barely even talk properly.
Oh, wow, that's fucked up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up. And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity.
So you're waiting for Savannah to leave?
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thunk before she spoke.
Oh my god, Paimon actually says sorry for...
Did Paimon ruin everything?
Oh my god, Paimon? You actually did it? I didn't have to do it for you? I know you can hear that, but... you heard me clap, but... Slightly happy for you. I'm so cruel with her.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
Wait, but you have people for that, isn't it? Why are you doing why you're doing it yourself? Either way, Savannah's senior now, so you probably won't get another chance.
Yeah, meaning
Paimon.
it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
We could get Charlotte. She like into the stuff of getting the scoop.
Paimon will join you. Cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
And I'll join you too, but because I want to help you. You're my dearest friend, and Paimon can eat
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal.
Yeah, hell
I'll
yeah.
make sure it's a proper feast.
We,
A really famous
a
chef
dinner with
just
my
joined the
partner.
Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that.
Oh, so her name is, sorry to interrupt, I just wanted to... Bad joke, I'm sorry.
This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica.
Oh,
She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
oh nice.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know, she's being nice even after that.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
Paimon, don't get difficult, things more difficult for her.
Alright. Since there's candy, Paimon will
Ay,
drop it.
because it's candy. Oh, yours. I'm gonna kick you out of my
Thank
teapot.
you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
Yeah, I will reach.
A little highly strung, huh?
Looks like with Savannah in the kitchen, even the waiting staff are on edge.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Ah yes, never underestimate Navia's affinity for sweets. My partner,
I'm
my
an oodle
comadre.
biscuit. Come on, dig in. Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find Escoffier.
Escoffier. That's the chef that we are looking for in the Spina di Rosula.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
It's her young sister.
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find
No. Did I start some?
Hey, there's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the Steambird?
Huh?
We know our
Wait.
Fontinian friends love
What?
a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down.
Did I start it? But I had the focus experience enabled, right? Huh?
Isn't that Charlotte?
Huh?
And standing next to her, surely that can't be Kanich?
Wait, but I have the focus experience, right? What? I enabled it. I'm gonna try something. If I restart the game, am I gonna return back to? I don't think so, but that's stupid. I have to focus in the focus experience enable. No way. I shouldn't be bumping the quest. Huh? What the fuck, chat? Okay, I think I'm gonna get back to the quest, like the one with the event quest. I wanted to do that. All right, that's gonna be kind of annoying. What the fuck? I'm so sorry that this happened. I don't know how it happened. I enabled it, right? You saw it. You saw it. Oh, I'm okay. Well, I guess focus enable only the thing that does is give me focus because that shouldn't happen. That's stupid. How? I hadn't. I'm gonna see the recording after the stream. Maybe I pressed B and I didn't press A. Maybe that happened. Maybe it actually didn't. It started and as a consequence, it started another quest. But I'm sure I pressed A. I did it, right? Sorry, right? I pressed A. A is for starting the quest. The focus experience. Oh my god, oh my god. There was a black screen because that thing always happens when you enable the focus experience. Yeah, okay. Fine.
Hey, there's a newsstand over there. Wanna grab a copy of the Steambird?
I mean, we were supposed to be in a Escoffier quest, but sure, yeah, why not?
We know our Fontinian friends love a little drama. There's no way they'd let their readers down.
Hey, where's Navia, by the way? She were accompanying us.
Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to
Charlotte.
her, surely that can't be Kanich?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup.
Hold up. This one's gem. Illegal restaurant caught serving Saurian stew. Grows surpassingly popular. Saurian stew?
Pretty shocking. But it still feels like it's missing something. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Oh my, oh my. That can be for real? Fine. I don't need it, but you want this one.
Huh? What?
Paimon no be chismosa.
Did Paimon hear that right? Nevelet was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
If it is, we are cooked. It's over. Aha! I thought I heard a familiar voice. Well, if it isn't Edu and the Paimon. Edu and the Paimon, yes, the Paimon. What a coincidence! Mr. Kitesh and I were talking about you two just a few minutes ago. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend. I pressed him for juicy details, but he remained tight-lipped about you. So, anything you wanna share with me? Fuck. So, anything you wanna share about the great EduTheVODS Triumphant exploits in Natlan? It was a team effort. Modest as ever. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Sorry. Let me backtrack a little. Hi, you two. It's been ages. What brings you back to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
What a pleasant surprise indeed.
Yeah, that, and also a less than pleasant shock. What the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the Eunuchs getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious.
Oh, that. We're just trading tabloid headlines. Is that what you're talking about?
Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories.
Oh, that's funny. That
Either I
actually
got
sounds
lucky,
funny.
Or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous material.
I'm sorry that you had such a unflattering sight to... Fuck. I'm sorry that you had to see such an unflattering sight to Fontaine, Miss Kinich. Miss Kinich? Mr. Kinich? These third-rate tabloids write their headlines purely to shock and scandalize. All they care about is grabbing your attention to boost their sales. And the ones who still got a share of... Shared? Wait, shared? Ah, no, never mind. I thought shared... shared, it was like poop, but said in another way, but no, it's not. The ones who still got a shred of integrity will at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article. Although the misleading headline is still on her trick to draw readers. Oh yes. But others, like the one which... I don't know, just... something I just remember. But others, like the one we were just reading out loud, have no qualms about making outright fabrications.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
That's pretty lenient of you, Mr. Kinich.
Him?
How?
Man, oh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently. Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in that land. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
And if you're wondering why the Eutex didn't preside over the trial, it's because this case was assigned to another judge right from the offset. Also, there's more than one judge. No. I thought he was gonna still carry the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. It's not as if the Palais Mermonia only has one judge. We can expect Monsieur Noble to handle every single case himself. On one more interesting note, the trial in question went remarkably smoothly, and it was all thanks to Mr. Kinich's testimony as the key witness.
Oh, okay. Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kinich.
Yeah, it was all a misunderstanding. The war's not going to end. Ah. Well, we have the prophecy Fontaine, mind you. Maybe not, but I'd even been a better word for me if Mr. Kinich would agree to an exclusive interview with the Steambird.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
Drat, you saw right through me. Yes, I'll put it down to the keen instincts of the renowned Saurian hunter. Any response to that, or...?
I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kinich the speechless! Kinich the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Back to me again? Ah, of course! That's a great idea. But also that means I'll need a bit more time to prep. Let me put together through the list of interview questions. Sounds like I'm not allowed to refuse. Well, I know I can be persistent, but at the end of the day, it's your call. Anyway, I should probably get going back to work. I also need to track down a questionnaire and report those increasingly outrageous tabloids. Farewell, my friends, until we meet again. Goodbye, Charlotte, precious.
She never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing that popped out before, or was it a how? It kind of looked like a how, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a how.
Huh?
Yep,
What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before. It's like he's trying to hide or something.
Maybe he's not acclimatizing very well to Fontaine?
Could be.
Not acclimatizing? Aw, poor Almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine.
That law.
Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
And I'm sure Paimon gets it even better.
Paimon sure does! Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kaniche holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying Almighty Dragon Lord.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon. That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along?
Sure. Seeing how angry always makes my day. Sure, always up for a bit of fun.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
No, I need to turn this into a into a sitcom plot where I agree to be two places at the same time, and I have to be changing places every now and then, like going to the bathroom. However, all my focus has to be on Navia. But yeah, what's up? Okay. Yes, it's in focus mode. It's in focus mode. I'm in focus mode. How did it happen? Oh, it's so annoying. But yeah, okay. Luckily it's just in Palais Mermonia, so we shouldn't be able to bump into that quest. But still, I'm in focus mode. That doesn't make any sense at all.
So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
Well,
Yes,
for
I see
starters, she
her.
used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer, before Savannah. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Boer and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Boer's history, after the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Gâteau de Boer. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices
Oh.
a day, right? Wow. Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu, but none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility, and she was sent to the fortress of Meripede.
The
Oh.
Fortress of Meripede?
Don't be dramatic. It was just probably a formality.
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
So it wasn't done by her.
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
But does she want?
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
Well,
easy.
about that.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
Oh my god. Serve hot water with ice cubes. That'd be. I love that one. Also for your child.
I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can
I'm
see,
sorry, Cream. I'm sorry,
Escoffier
Mushroom.
is that kind of chef as well.
How has the Hotel de Board made it this far?
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Oh my god, I don't know why, but the hot water with ice cubes made me laugh a lot.
Yes, Chef.
But also like, I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, mushrooms. Yeah.
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
Then get out!
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
Yeah. And then we get drunk.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef.
She didn't want to go back to Hotel de Board?
Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Wait, Furman? Is he that guy that was like being hospitalized? He couldn't barely speak. What's that smoking at? Yeah. I sent a screenshot to someone.
Fiamma. That's the second
Fiamma,
time we've
yeah.
heard that name. Who is that again?
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire
Exactly.
is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Aww.
Hey, I heard that, Navia.
Oh my god, I love her faces. I honestly really think she really looks like Navi. If you told me that she's Navia's little sister, I believe you.
I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
Oh, she got you.
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion.
Hell
Paimon.
yeah.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Since Hilaire is working for you, you must be. Hello. Wait, what's the. You pronounce it. God, I'm so sorry. I forgot the pronunciation. You must be aware of the situation with Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business.
Yeah, I guess.
Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
Huh?
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I'm
what
not the
I was
most
thinking
pleasant
about
head
it.
chef to be around either.
At least she's self-aware.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite.
Like,
Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got
Exactly.
from Monica.
Monica, this is Monica declaring her love for you.
She
Imagine.
mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica.
Yeah?
Escoffier?
Are you gay for her?
I can't believe her. Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable. I won't stand for this.
The walking.
Come on, we're going.
The walking animations.
Wait, so now she's,
Well, whatever. Well, whatever the reason she came up with, at least she's convinced herself to go to have a conversation.
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Oh my goodness. Ah yes, the way she walked was pretty funny. like he was staring while like, what the? What just happened? Oh yeah, that just happened. Oh my goodness. I love that one. Just the face. The way she walked was very funny. He had the funny. Hey, walk, thank you.
Wait, she looks like... Is that Escoffier?
Escoffier's back? Yes! I've missed her cooking!
Oh, it was her back.
Hotel de Boer is nothing without her.
It was her
You
back.
can't match Escoffier's talent.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
But, please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna...
Oh my god.
I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Yeah. Wow, Savannah.
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake.
How you gonna...
But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
Oh,
I mean, so nice.
Well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and...
She didn't kick you out of the kitchen to fix a mistake.
We all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own. What happened back then? That wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumiline? What's that?
It's kind of like Lumidules? What was the name? Lumidules and Lumi...
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Produced from an extract of the Lumitol.
Levitol, that one.
Apparently it sharpens the senses. So they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
Yep. There's a good reason why it's called drug.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guard's list of controlled substances. Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high. Because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you.
Oh.
A fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad, is it?
Oh no, no. Girl, you no. See what you did?
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great. That's where I'm dining from now on.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
Ah! No. No, Chef.
So, you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Maybe we should give them some space. Oh, yeah, prepare your umbrella, girl.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you?
Oh. She angry and she's even shaking. Oh boy.
Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
Oh.
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Well, this is Hell in Kitchen.
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
Why are you speaking that way?
Huh? Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tete-a-tete between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
Why? I mean, I know this is a French nation, but why all of people of Fontaine he's the one speaking French?
That can only mean one
Maybe we
thing.
did accent. Sound like we are in a history lesson.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
According to legend, the founders of Hôtel de Bord, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant. The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Huh. Sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Oh, well.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
Escoffier? Oh my god, she's like, uh-oh.
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was
so.
you who put the rule in place, after all.
Talk so. Here's your answer, Paimon.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hôtel de Bord anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Ah, she's all in for it.
Exhibition.
Never mind.
No.
I don't know. Okay, I'll take the L. Okay,
If we're
fine.
going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to
Never
you what
mind.
happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Bord to me.
Huh?
What? The Codex de Bord?
The goddess de board? What is that?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Bord. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only
It's a
the
five-star
present
book.
and former head chefs of the Hôtel de Bord have the right to read it.
Present and former. Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
Yeah, right?
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right?
Yeah, right. I mean,
they contain the exact same recipes.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Like.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original codex?
What's the what? Do you want to sell the original?
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Bourg, per the recipe in the codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound surprisingly confident.
I like that. I like that smile. Screenshot.
Alright then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Ooh.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
I do apologize. This whole ordeal reflects rather poorly on us.
Can you raise someone in a little bit? You're the boss.
I'm afraid it's not quite that simple. The Hôtel de Bourg runs as more of a partnership, you see. It was founded by two friends, Modeste and Savelli, and it's been that way ever since. So, while I am technically Savannah's boss, it's not really my place to interfere with the business of the kitchen. To be perfectly honest with you, that's part of the reason why I suggested a cooking contest. If Escoffier wins, it would be the perfect opportunity for her to talk some sense into Savannah. Or, of course, if she wanted to return, then... But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Whatever the outcome, this contest will hopefully serve as a turning point for us. Please, pass on my best wishes to Escoffier. I must say, Savannah surprised me with her confidence. Does she really believe she can best Escoffier in the kitchen?
Because she's the one who
was
added the...
blowing off steam when she first raised the idea to me.
Because she's the one who added the substance, the drug.
I can't believe I got to witness that firsthand. I only stopped by here for a quick meal.
That's right.
I definitely got my Mora's worth today.
This person had a spectacle by just coming for a drink, no soup. He's very lucky. Well, look, he's very lucky to get caught in the chef drama. Alright, let us proceed. I don't want to change things with Escoffier. Makes sense to have her. That's not the freeze team. This is the freeze team. No, freeze! Because Ayaka is not a freeze character. She's a Marchose character. Alright. Let us proceed. Proceed.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay. That's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
So anyways, what's this Codex de Board she's obsessed with?
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modest's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. Their creations had an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Bourg was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted.
So it's funny to see that we get the look of this cake during the Fontaine Arco quest, and then suddenly it becomes part of the story quest. I like it, to be honest. I like it. I like when things, simple things that you don't even look that deep into it, suddenly becomes important, or at least part of an important or of a plot mainly.
Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hôtel de Bourg, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Bourg.
Ah, Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with Codex, the Hôtel de Bourg took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come.
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime.
Oh.
And that was it. The end of the Hôtel de Bourg's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liue's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality.
I mean,
You can't
is
get
it
the
that
taste of
far?
modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Alright, but is it that far from reality in the Genshin universe? There's a lot of stuff that can happen in the Genshin universe, so I wouldn't say fiction. Or at least totally.
Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
Really?
then she like
why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
that she like reconstructed the recipe or something like that?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about. So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg of today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
Makes sense.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows? Maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate.
Those are smooth words, Navia. I'll take a screenshot, I like it. She's so pretty.
Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hôtel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turn them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy?
She wants to sell it.
Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex d'Or is the true head chef?
I don't think so.
It was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to gift me the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Venegem. But still.
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major change of heart since she became head chef.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our Gato do the talking.
What does that mean exactly?
It means vesting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
Hell yeah. You don't mince words.
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Bourg is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
If me and Navi are gonna help her?
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen. You just need to pick 2 of us.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally high standards. Think you're up to the task?
Not really, but bring it on.
Count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
And competing against my partner.
Confident.
Hell yeah.
I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
I cooked something with swords once. Show Escoffier your... Wait. Show Escoffier your knife skills. Knife skills. I'll say that. Use normal attacks to cut fruit. You see, she will collect the slices in the process. Then, and process them into some sublime substance?
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place is chopping stuff up without sending juices flying all over the kitchen.
Alright.
Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Paimon, why are you holding a knife? Paimon? Are you... Paimon? Oh my god, she's tired. Now she's gonna kill. Jesus, evil Paimon is real.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients.
What's a cold press?
A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Yes, that's a good idea. Display your mastery with the cold press. Tap your elemental skill to accelerate the cold press progress. The normal attack lets to... They use normal attacks to let it do its works. And it seems like the special substance extracted from the plants might come handy here. Alright, display... Just tap your elemental skill to accelerate the... Okay.
Custom made the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before. Cool. Not weird.
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot more complicated.
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I processed all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more concentrated. What next? Do we add all this stuff in?
I don't know, but by the time we started, like, she's like the boss. I mean, she's the boss, but like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm describing exactly, or describing exactly the way she looks.
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely.
Well, what? Learn Escoffier's feat and master her precision cooking. The flavorings you got from her multifunctional food processor can adjust the yeah, I think I see what to do. Yeah, what I said, her multifunctional food processor can adjust the flavor profile of the dish, strike a balance between fruit flavors and floral flavors to adjust the flavor profile. Okay.
Slowly and carefully. Not a drop too much, and not a drop too little.
Okay, I see. So, okay, I see. I need 4. Wait, what? But like, if I add a lot of this, won't be like. Wait, can I get a tutorial?
That didn't count. I was experimenting.
How the tutorial? Fuck.
With it, Escoffier. Everyone's watching.
Cause I guess we need 4 of these, but like. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, I see. There. Oh. Flavor balancing completed.
And voila. Now it's your turn.
Now the chef from behind, like, the guy from behind, like, oh, so now they are cooking. Oh, the anchor dispatcher want to cook. With Escoffier guidance, everyone completes the flavoring process.
Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try.
All thanks to my excellent teacher.
That goes without saying. Still, credit where credit's due. You did well.
I too late to screenshot. That's fine.
Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
Hello, Amelia Frost. I hope you're having a fantastic fantastic day today. Oh god, I don't know what I said. Fantastic day today. Yeah, something like that. Final score?
That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
Chop chop! Alright, I need to cook something from the Hotel du Bois. I mean, I'm pretty sure I cooked already.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious thing on the menu.
But the macarons are not from the menu. Or if I go here, it's gonna show me the ingredients from her? No. Fuck. Shit. I mean, I have dishes already, but I don't know if
How's
they're
it going?
exactly from there. I mean, I don't think it's from Navia. The macarons. I guess I can hear her garlic. No. I guess I can give her the. But that's for poisson. It doesn't say that from there. Where, right? Baguette will win a competition, will first prize competition. Just I don't know exactly. I mean, I bought recipes from there before, but I don't know exactly if everything it is exactly. I'll get baguette. You agree with this? And places like sub,
Look
okay.
at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Alright, she was blushing. Okay, I win. The bread wins.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur
Macarons, of course.
when it comes to la food.
Food. My God. What?
6 points.
Why the Sudan? The Sudan southern French.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
She got you.
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it.
That's true though. Escoffier is spitting some facts.
By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Aww.
Take that, Paimon. I'm happy.
Me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
Does that mean that you were not following her recipe?
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Aw.
Oh, yikes! She's a harsh judge.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
100 of hundreds, yeah,
This is our last hope.
yeah, we know
8
this.
points.
2 more points. But that's
Darn.
better.
It's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
What? What? No, I want to take a screenshot to chat. This. There you go. Wow.
I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe
Oh.
even 9 points.
Huh? How did you pull that off?
Yeah, that was my So the maximum for me is 10 and not 100 like the rest of you. It's a lot of practice for cooking for you, Paimon.
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement.
I mean, duh.
But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
She's so real for that. She's so real for that. Oh my god, I love Escoffier. She's the one who can agree with my angerness against Paimon.
Hey, you made that last part up. No way did you taste that.
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
I have an idea. Let's just call Shangling.
Chef Escoffier.
Oh,
Oh, it's Hilaire. What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bois, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
oh, is he?
Firma,
Yes, it
last
is.
I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much
My
for
winged
everything you're
always.
doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Are you sure you're up to the task, Firma?
Yeah.
Firma?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry, I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bois kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bois?
I have not, but I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I just heard like a weird noise, but it's just the entrance of the house. Alright. Let's continue then. Come on, man.
That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
Oh boy. I should give him a minute. I'm back. Alright, so let's continue. I'm gonna be like 2-3 minutes in here. Or after this scene, or whatever ends. But we'll see. For a man, is shaking.
What do you call this, Firma?
Also, PTSD.
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I tried to leave this thing for a minute.
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Oh, the PTSD.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then
The PTSD.
Will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Havana just ruins his mind.
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but
Oh.
psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
I mean, I didn't notice you arrived.
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh,
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you. I probably should have brought you something stronger.
She sounds like the worst. All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trash now!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
it looks delicious.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Ingy.
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh man, that must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Fiamma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just
hell no,
hopeless
no,
at
say
this.
that.
Dad.
Come on.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Monica?
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort
what
of
I thought.
why I'm here.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then, well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
That means she's no longer working there?
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still
Exactly.
working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Firma. I'm done with
Poor
sucking
man.
it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
I hope you're right.
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Hey.
Being sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Exactly.
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
Partner,
Feast, feast, feast!
I can help cook.
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
Hey, the tail. She hasn't mentioned anything about the tail or notice. Escoffier treats everyone to a spectacular feast. Oh, that's cute. Escoffier opted to a huge variety of dishes. Thankfully, both of us are skilled enough that, even though it was our first time working together, we had a great rapport.
That's not a bad
Did I say that?
idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
She dishes out plenty of praise, and taught me an awful lot too. The time seemed to fly by.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
Yeah, Davia?
I wish I could eat that all over again. It's not often that Escoffier goes all out like this. And it's all because of you, traveler.
You look drunk. More than tired, but well, okay.
So, this is what Chef Escoffier is truly capable of. So, this is what Chef...
No, wait, no.
Wow. I don't know if I'll ever be able to cook as good as that.
You don't really have a child voice. You hit puberty very early. Should I have time for that? Yeah, you know what, let's just do that and call it here.
I guess I'm finally on the...
Why, Savannah? Why?
What you're up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing.
For her, it's probably not about how useful it is, and more an issue of head chef's pride.
Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point.
Were you two friends?
We were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief.
It sounds like you feel far too responsible.
Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with.
It really sounds like a pity.
I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex.
Speaking of Modeste, didn't he have a falling out with someone as well?
With his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured.
So what happened to them ultimately?
Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness. And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile.
Just
Their
ended.
story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy, even as the latter was hoping to make amends.
Huh? Is it true?
Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it.
So it's just a
At
gossip.
least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime. Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut.
And me on the team, there's no way we can lose.
Really? Well, I like the confidence. Don't let me down tomorrow then. You better bring your A game.
Nice.
Let's hope that Savannah isn't all sizzle and no steak. After all the work we put in, it would kinda be a shame if tomorrow was a complete cakewalk.
Alright. Yeah, no one is talking. Alright. This is a good point to end, to leave it here, then we can continue it on Thursday. Yes, on Thursday. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today, so I'll leave you now. Thank you so much and see you another time. Bye bye.